the grave consequences of vaping and alcohol consumption and why it's bad for our society. Now I know vaping and alcohol may seem cool to some kids, but it really isn't. Do you really think you're cool by consuming something that is harmful to your body? No. Now, there are a few reasons for alcohol consumption and vaping within the youth group. One reason is peer pressure. Now, a lot of people are susceptible to peer pressure, and your friends can exploit can exploit your weakness and can exploit your susceptibility to peer pressure. And a lot of people that I know personally that vape or consume alcohol do it because they want to be cool, or do it because of peer pressure. They think, oh, well, if I don't do it, my friends are gonna leave me. Or, oh, if I don't do it, my freaking brother, or I don't know, my brother might lose respect for me. Or my dad, or I don't know, I don't care. Do you really think good friends will force other friends to do something bad? Do you really think true friends will go out of their way to force you to into doing something bad and harmful to your body, like drinking alcohol or vaping? Now, I've heard a lot of stories from my friends and how they say they were forced into drinking alcohol and vape. But that's not true. You can't be forced to do anything. It's your decision to do it or not. And if your friends tell you to do something and you do it, that's your choice. That was your choice. Not theirs, it was yours. And they are not even good friends if they force you into doing something. Another reason is early access to those materials. Now let's say there you go to a party and one person just brought 2 bottles of alcohol and he says, hey, you have to try this, man. And if you try, it's so easy to get alcohol. It's so easy nowadays. You just go to a party and boom, it's right there on the table. Depending on what friends you have. If you have bad friends and they bring alcohol to a party and they say, hey, come drink this, don't. Trust me, don't. Because that one glass of alcohol you drink that one night turns into once a week, to twice a week, to 3 times a week, and next you know it, you're addicted. It's the same with vaping. If you're in school or in the school bathroom, trust me, every school has someone that vapes in the bathroom. And that one person can come to you and say, hey, try my new juice. A lot of people that I know will personally say yes to that one. Like, I like to try new things. No, don't. Don't try something that is hurtful to yourself. Me, personally, had a lot of access to those kind of stuff. You can just pay this one guy in our school 100 or like $20, and he'll go out of his way to ask his dad, "Hey dad, my friend gave me this amount of money and he wants a vape. Can you just go to the store and buy him one?" It's so easy nowadays to get access to those kinds of things, and that's why it's so important to not do it. That's why it's so important to resist the urge of drinking and vaping. Another reason for vaping and alcohol usage within the youth area is mental health and mental illness. Now, I've been there. I've been in a dark place before. And sometimes the only way out, the only way out you think the only way out is to drink. Now, trust me, drinking might ease the pain or relieve some pain or might stop it for 3 hours, 2 hours. But the next day, you feel worse. And trust me, drinking to solve your problems is the worst way to deal with your problems. And I'm speaking of personal experience. If you think that drinking is the only way to solve your problems, you really need to start focusing on your mental health. And you need to start talking to someone. Not like a therapist or something, but like an adult that will actually try and go out of their way to try to help you and end your addiction. Now, if you think drinking will make things better, no, it won't. It may make things worse. Because you're gonna start to think drinking is the only way to get out of your problems. And trust me, it isn't. You need to work on your problems. And a lot of kids in my school, I ask them, why do you do it? Why do you drink? Why do you vape? And they say, because life's shit anyway, so I want to die earlier. What the fuck, man? Don't be so negative all the time. If you need to talk to someone, if you need relief from your problems, don't expect it to just go away instantly. If you expect it to go away instantly, you will lead down the path to alcohol usage or maybe drugs later on. A next reason for vaping and alcohol usage within the youth area is addiction. Now, as I said earlier, if you try something once, you're gonna do it again the next day, or maybe the next week, and it will start to grow on you. It will start to be a usual occurrence, and then you will start to use it more and more and more and more and more. Now, a lot of kids think it's cool to use alcohol. A lot of kids think it's cool to vape. But personally, it's not cool. And if your friends force you to do it, consider to end your friendship with them. because you live your own life, and think of the best options for your own life. Do you really think you should be drinking when you're 16 years old or 14 years old? Addiction is really bad. If you're addicted to alcohol or vaping, you should talk to someone about it. Don't be nervous. You can talk to one of your teachers about it, your head counselor about it, or someone you trust. And I promise you, they won't do nothing about it. If you have good friends and you tell them about one of your problems, I promise you, they'll most likely go out of their way to try to help you. Thank you for watching my video, and that's all I have to say.